Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Measy, what's up, Measy? Go get him, Measy. Go get him, baby. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday. Thursday in the markets. Good morning, my beautiful traders and viewers. Let's go. We got I Love TikTok Live. I love TikTok Live, and we love TikTok Shop, don't we? We love that TikTok Shop. Marcus, good morning. Rangel Marquez, good morning. Richard, Travis, John Wheat, good morning. It's another day. User, Akira, Andrew. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Akira, thank you. Appreciate that. User, thank you so much. Good morning, SSS. Diana. Let's go, Diana. Manipulation, good morning to you. CJ, good morning. Good morning. Tesla, we're going to go over it here shortly, everybody. We're going to go over it here shortly. Let's go, let's go. Miss Market. What do we think about Miss Market? All roads lead back to the 20. Isn't that glorious? We had the 8 and away. We rejected off that like we said yesterday. And look at that. Look at that. Woo! We're not going long up here, folks. Kay Braden, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. I love TikTok live balloons. That is the goal, the first goal of the day. Let's go hammer some of those. I love TikTok balloons. Thank you for the follow. Jade, good morning. This is SPY, everybody. If you ever want to see what time frame we're on and what symbol, right here. See? Time frame, symbol. Boom, right behind you. Nice and clear for my beauties. Thank you, Akira Shelley Stringer. Thank you, my Shelley. Thank you so much. Hello, Kevin Curtis. Yes, don't forget to share the live out and repost the live. Can everyone go do that right now, please? I would highly appreciate that. Mr. Dave, hello with the $1.99. Yes, Mr. Dave, thank you. We are at 3.1 thousand cheers. As soon as we get to 10,000, we're going to get this party started. Make sure we're tapping that screen, cheering. You'll see hearts come up or whatever those things are now. I don't even know what they are anymore. But just tap, tap, tap. Talons, hello. Mr. Dave, make sure we're tapping over there on the tubes. Mr. Dave, there he is again. Look at this guy. That's how you send balloons, everybody. Bajay, thank you, Mr. Dave. Much love to you. Am I trading CPI? Every day's a good day. Billy Jack, good morning. John Corgi with the follow. Thank you, John. Good morning, everyone. My name is Voss. All we ask that you do is tap the screen throughout the live, donate if and when you can, and share and repost the live. Let's get to work, everybody. All right, Miss Market came back to the 20. That is over with. We knew that was going to happen. So right now on Miss Market, we are in the whip zone. Yes, we are in the whip zone. We are in a neutral state currently right now here on Miss Market. Thank you, Kay Braden. I appreciate you. Okay. We're going to mark out our major support and resistance levels for you right now here on SPY. We always start off with Miss Market. Miss Market is the one. She runs the show on all markets. You must follow Miss Market at all times. All right, Miss Market, what has she got? Well, she's telling us we got room up to 682 this morning. Good morning, Adrian Ward. Good to see you. 682 and 686 this morning here on Miss Market to the upside. Coming back through the whip zone under 671, you have to get under that whole number. You don't want to take a short into 671.24. That won't end well. You'll have room down to 663. That'll be your first stop. 663 here on Miss Market to the downside and 682 on Miss Market to the upside. Good morning, Enki. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Billy Garcia. Let's go. We're going to head over to the Qs right now. We are going to put our beautiful Qs in. How did we do yesterday in the markets, my beauties? How did we do in the market yesterday? Were we green? Were we red? Were we even? Put it in the chat. Thank you so much, Akira, for the balloons. We love TikTok Live. We love TikTok Shop. All right now we are in a bearish neutral state right here on the Qs. Bearish neutral. We're in a bullish position too to the upside. 608.44, you got your first level of resistance right there. Being in the bearish state, you know you're going to reject off of that. Once you get back into more of a narrow state above 608.44 and you retest it, you'll have room up to 613 on the Qs, okay? Whoop. If we come back under 600 whole number here, under the whole number, we do not short into whole numbers, folks, okay? Under the whole number, under 600, you'll have room down to 591.50. JJ with a red day yesterday. That's all right. Red days are going to happen. Nothing you can do about it. If we know that red days are going to happen and there's nothing as traders we can do about that, what is the most important thing we should do then? What's the most important thing we should do if we know we're going to have red days? Christina Zan, Davion, Dadbod, thank you so much. Davion, Akira, Dadbod, thank you. We got to accept them, and we got to keep the red days small. The only thing we control as traders is risk management. When we get into a trade, we have no control of it going our way. If we're going for a long, we have no control of it going up. If we're going short, we have no control of it going down. The only thing we control as traders is risk management. Powder, my boy. How are you, my Powder? Hope you're doing well, my brother. Geo, good job. What else are we looking at? Nvidia, let's do it. Nvidia to the moon. Let's go. Right now, we are in a neutral bearish state. We're in position 2 to the upside here on Nvidia. We got our first pivot up here at 179. 179 on Nvidia. She wants to go, but she's being held up by a lot of resistance lately here on Nvidia. We got a double bottom down there. We're going to mark that out. And then another double bottom right underneath that. As we pull this back to our execution time frame, we're in a bearish neutral state right here on Nvidia. We're in position 2, and we got room up to 179. That'll be your first stop here on Nvidia this morning. Please mark that down, my beauties. All right, 179 on Nvidia. Back under the whip zone of 170.68 right here. You'll have room down to 169. That'll be your first stop with a retest 165 on Nvidia. Good job, JJ. Good job, Mr. Dave. I appreciate that. Davion, thank you. Powder, thank you so much. Don't forget to get your heartbeats in, everybody. Get your heartbeats in. We got 6 more I Love TikTok Live. Let's go. We are in a neutral state currently here on MU. Thank you, Zen Method, my boy. We are way up there. Whoa, this is going to be fun. MU, this is going to be fun. This is currently our gap to the upside on MU. We're way up there. So when you pull up your chart and you see a bearish neutral state and you see a position 3 gap to the upside, what is the first thing you say to yourself, traders? Thank you, JC, for the follow. I love it. We're almost at 20,000 likes. Keep tapping that screen. We got to get to 200,000, everybody. We're looking for major resistance, my traders, right? We are looking for major resistance. Where is that resistance? There it is. Boom. Double top. 257 right there. First stop. Right after 257, 261. You see it right there? Look at that. That's our gap up, and we are starting to come into a resistance here on MU. All right, so we're going to pull this back to our execution time frame. Since we have this resistance to the upside, right around 257, 258 area on MU, what else do we need to know then? That means we need to know our 50% retracement level. That will be right around 243. Mark that down. 243, 50%. Whoops. Retracement level. We're going to mark that out for you here this morning. Right there, back to the downside. If we hold 243 to the upside, what does that mean? If we can hold 243, what does that mean? What are we doing? You can take longs. Under 243, you're looking for your shorts back down. Remember that number, 243. Let's head over to Tesla. Let's go, let's go. Dirt Bikes, thank you so much for the roses. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 4 more I Love TikTok Lives. Who loves TikTok Lives here? Who loves TikTok Lives here? And we all love TikTok Shop. Tesla. All right, we are in a bearish neutral state here on Tesla. Bearish neutral. This is going to be a whip fest. All right, let's see what we got here. We are in a bearish neutral state on Tesla. We are on position 1, bullish to the upside here on Tesla. We're going to be a little whippy here. It's going to be a little whippy. Yep. All right, Tesla, let's pull it back. We got room up to 481.50. That'll be your first step here in the whippiness to the upside. 481.50 and 486 on Tesla. When will the whip of Tesla slow down? Who knows? DW, good morning. SSJ, good morning. Kumar, Talents, good morning. YT, make sure we're tapping over there. Let's go. Or I'm shutting you down. Tesla, let's go, let's go. When the 20 catches up. And when the 20 catches up, what does that mean? What will happen? Jay Scheller, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. When the 20 catches up, what does that mean? Right, Todd? What does that mean when that 20 catches up? We'll be in a narrow state. You got it. Under 466.85, we got room back down to 458.50 on Tesla. Let's head over to NQ. NQ to the moon. Let's see what we got on NQ this morning. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bam. Bam. All right, on NQ above 25,047.78. So 25,048. You got room up to 25,169. That'll be your first stop. And then 25,266.50 on NQ. Back under the whip zone of 24,830, 883.50. You got room down to 24,709. Mark that down, please, here on NQ. Microsoft. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Microsoft. We're in the whip zone here on Microsoft. Watch that 200 right above you coming out of that whip zone, my traders. That is a doozy right there. That is a doozy. So, if we have a 200 right above us coming out of the whip zone, are we going long into that 200? Yes or no, my beautiful traders? Hello, Ramez, coming up. Are we going long there, my beauties? No way, Jose. We need to go above that 200. We need to retest that 200, and then you could look for a long up to 486. 486 will be your first stop here on Microsoft, and 492 to the upside. Under the whip zone of 475. Under, you have room down to 471. That'll be your first stop here on Microsoft. Shalom, JL Haba. And it's Hanukkah, right? Happy Hanukkah to all those who celebrate the Hanukkah season. Everyone, happy Hanukkah in the chat for all our beautiful people who celebrate Hanukkah. Mike V, there he is. Mike V to the moon. Thank you, Mike V. W in the chat as well for Mike V. What else are we looking for, my beauties? What else are we looking at? Good morning, Carlos. Good to see you, man. Good morning, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Much love to you, brother. Mara. Whoa, we haven't had that in a while. I like it. Mara, let's see what we got. Happy Hanukkah. All right. Mara, we are in a neutral state. We're in a bearish neutral state, and we're in the whip zone currently here on Mara. Whoop, let's get rid of these old ones first, okay? I don't like having old lines because we haven't done this one in a while. So let's get rid of those. Let's go back to the board, and let's get to work. Let's see what we got here. Double top up here at 1232. We got to go digging here for some support. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. There it is. All right, here we go. Mara. Neutral state currently in the whip zone here on Mara. Above 1029, we have room up to $11. That'll be your first stop. $11 and 1136 here on Mara. Please mark those two levels down on Mara. Under 993. Under 993, we have room down to $9 here on Mara. Please mark that level down this morning. Apple, you are welcome, Andrew. Right now on Apple, we are narrow in the whip zone. See how we closed out of here yesterday, traders? Look how we closed out, okay? So be careful. We got our pullback, which we needed here during the pre-market hours. I like it. I like that, okay? So we are going to put our major support and resistance levels in right now here on Apple. Apple, we're going to pull it back to our execution time frame above 274. We got room up to 275 this morning here on Apple. Take a bite out of Apple. And then 276 to the upside on Apple, my beautiful traders. Under 271.71, we got room down to 270. That'll be your first stop with a poke through to 269.62. So what do we mean by a poke through? I'm going to show you right now. This is what a poke through looks like. If you're coming down right here, you hit 270, you usually are going to put in that bottoming tail candle down to the actual resistance. 269.62. That's what a poke through will look like, okay? Under 269.62 with a retest, you have room down to 267. Reddit. Congratulations to all our new VIP traders. Andrew, are you ready for this? Look at this, Andrew. You're going to like this, Andrew, the believer. Are we ready? Look. Look, Andrew. We got a new screenshot. Everybody take a look right here. See that right there? Take a look. You see what's circled? Good. That is our VIP educational community. If you want to learn how to do this the right way, if you are struggling as a trader, or if you never traded before and you want to learn how to trade from the beginning, that is where you're going to go. All the information is in my TikTok bio. Go over there, click it, and that's where our VIP educational community is, and we're going to get you straightened out. We're going to figure out why you're losing in the market. Narrow state on Reddit. Right now, position 2 to the upside here on Reddit. We got room up to 235 on Reddit, first stop. and 240.50 on Reddit to the upside. Under the whip zone of 227, get under that hold number. We got room down to 224, my beautiful traders. 224, and then 215 will be your next stop on Reddit. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Boeing, you got it, Ramez. You got it, my brother. Boeing. We are in a neutral state. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in a bullish position 1 to the upside. When you look at this chart, traders, and you are in a bearish state and a bullish position, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What does that tell you about Boeing this morning? What would that tell you about Boeing? You got a gap up here. Let me put this in for you. Whee! That's your gap up in position 1, okay? But you're in a bearish state. That means you got to wait, okay? Most traders think that this means we're going to the moon. You're not going anywhere, folks. You are in a bearish state. The state always trumps the position, all right? So in order to go to the moon here, you need your 20 to catch up, all right? And it will, but you got to be patient and you got to wait. Let's see what we got on Boeing. Oh, we still got some old ones in here. Let me pull this back. Let's put this one back in again. Bam. Bam. Let's see what we got, my beauties. I want to take this one out of here. All right, we're pulling back on Boeing. Above 208.29, we got room, once we get narrow, to 210.63. 211 hold number area here on Boeing. This will be your first stop of a resistance right in there. 210.63, 211 market. Above that, with a retest, you got to get over it, retest it, you'll have room up to 212.55 here on Boeing. Now, if we come back through the whip zone under 205.82, we got room down to 204. That'll be your first stop. 204, under 204, and you retest that hold number. You have room down to 195.50. Yes, it is, my beautiful traders. We hammered those roses. Thank you, everybody, so much for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That really helps out the stream. Much love to each and every one of you. We got the money guns up on the board. Amazon, let's do it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You believe you believe it's going to be Christmas soon? It's already Hanukkah, but it's going to be Christmas soon. You believe this? Isn't this wild? Like, it feels like we were just in September and we just went, hi, September, goodbye. Bye, October, November. See ya. December. What the hell's going on here? All right, let's see what we got. Thank you, Will the Thrill and Zed Method for the first 2 money guns. All right, we are in a bearish neutral state again, everybody, here on Amazon. We got room up to 226.50. This is your first level of resistance. 226.50 and 227 area. I'm going to mark that out for you right there. Mark that down, please, okay? On Amazon, it's your first level of resistance. Above that, with a retest, you'll have room up to 231 this morning here on Amazon, all right? Coming back through the whip zone under 221 hold number. 218.50 and 215 this morning. AVGO, we're coming. Coming up, AVGO. And then we got summer coming. Golf season. Yes. Facial blaster, there he is. The facial blaster with the core G. Thank you, my facial. I appreciate you. Someone's like, why do you call him facial blaster? That's his name. What do you want me to call him? You know what I'm saying, my beauties? What do you want me to call them? All right, AVGO. Let's pull her back. We are in a narrow state on AVGO. We are in position 2 on AVGO, okay? We got room up to 346.61. First stop, 346.61 here on AVGO. Under the whip zone of 325 hold number. You got to get under that hold number in whip zone. I'm telling you, you got room down to 318 and 309. Thank you, my beauties. AMD, you got it. AMD, let's go. AMD. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on AMD. Let's mark it out, beauties. Bump, 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 bump. What do we got here? 194. All right, let's pull it back to the execution time frame. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. Holy moly. Look at this. That is our move to the upside, just like everything else. Don't chase this to the upside, traders. You're going to get a pullback on this because your state is bearish, okay? Your state is bearish. Once you get narrow, you got room up to 213 on AMD, 213. Under 197.56, we got room down to 194 on AMD. Yes, BMNR must be a penny. No, all right. Was it once a penny? Let's pull this back. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right, BMNR, are we ready, my beauties? Who's ready for a little BMNR? We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on BMNR. Let's pull it back. All right, so you are in a bearish state currently on BMNR. My beautiful penny stock traders, since this is once one, they're looking at that gap to the upside, my traders, but they don't realize they are going to get smoked here, possibly until that goes back into a narrow state. So you're going to get a little bit of a pullback here. $32. $32 is your first stop here on BMNR. I want to change this real quick. Stand by. I don't want those up there again. Thank you, everybody. Smiling Jay. Thank you so much, Smiling Jay. Jessica Piloch. Yes, it is, Jessica. Thank you, beautiful. Adorable Dad Mighty. Thank you, everybody. All right, $32 is your first level of a resistance to the upside. Above 32 with a retest, you have room up to $35 here on BMNR. Under $29.19, you have room down to $29 and $27.32. Look, I'm moving anymore. Maybe into then you're making Mike's trades daily. He's talking to himself. Google currently right now. Let's see what we got. Woo woo. Yes, it is. We are in a bearish neutral state. Bearish neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside. It's going to be choppy at the open. Be careful. It's going to be choppy. Bam. Bam. Let's do it. Google. Position 2. You got room up to 311 once you get narrow. 311 once you get narrow here on a Google. Under 297.55, we have room down to 291. That'll be your first stop. 291 and then 276.50 on Google. TTD. TTD. Those scanners must be going off this morning. We are in a narrow state on TTD. We are in position 2 to the upside here on TTD. Whoa, we got a 15-minute 200 right in the way there. Woof. They didn't know that, though. They're just looking at the gap up, unfortunately. But good thing they're here, everybody. It's a good thing they're here. All right, TTD, we got problems. $37.71, $38. We got a resistance. Resistance right there. We do not want to trade into that mess, okay? Or you're going to get banged up. You got to get over 38. You'll have room up to $38.29 and $39 here on TTD. Back under $37, under the whole number, you have room down to fight for some pennies here, down to $36.73 and $36. JPM. How we doing, my beauties? We are at 89,000 Rudies. Let's get over that 100,000 on our way to 200,000. Yes. All right, let's say thank you to some of our beautiful donators here. Pato, adorable dad, Smiling J, Facial Blaster, Christina Zan, thank you so much. Whisper, I love you. Hammer, thank you. Dirt Bikes, appreciate it. JPM, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on JPM. Be careful up here. We got a triple top. All right, triple deuce up there. The ATR on JPM is tightening up here a little bit, so be careful on that. We got room up to 318.51 and then 320 here on JPM. Please mark those levels down, my beauties. And then 323 to the upside. Those are your 3 levels. Back under 314.69. We have room down to 313 and 312 this morning on JPM. K. Braden, the beautiful, thank you, Zen Method. 3 Bez, yes it is. PLTR for DW. I want those glasses, DW. Are those Ray-Bans? I'm a Ray-Ban crazy person. Are them Ray-Bans, DW? PLTR, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on PLTR. All right, PLTR, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2. We got room up to 184, 188, and 190.50. Ray-Ban, I can spot them a mile away. I got them too. I got many of them. Under 176.82, we have room down to 176 and 174. But as you can see here, we're starting to get a little tight. We got some support here on PLTR if we come back through. So mark those levels down, okay? IWM. We're at 98,000. Yes, it is. Who here is struggling as a trader? Before we do IWM, who's struggling as a trader? Put me in the chat if you're struggling. Paulo, thank you. 3 Bez, thank you so much. Midwest, thank you. MSTR, we'll do it. Over there on the YT, over here on the tick of the talk, who is struggling? We love TikTok Live. Yeet Scooter struggling, the leverage. Good job, XO. Good job. Folks, if you're struggling, it's very simple. This is serious, okay? Serious business. Right here, okay? Right here, I want you to look. I want you to write that down right now. Everyone write that down. Write it down. That is where you are going to be and going to go to get into the VIP, our education community. This is where we're going to teach you how to trade from beginning to end. We're going to redo your entire trading career for you, okay? We're going to find out what you're doing wrong so we can fix it. And we're going to be able to tell right away what you're doing wrong. All right. You're going to learn state position. You're going to learn market cycles. One of the most important things, if not the most important thing you can learn as a trader. Double bottoms, double tops, cycle out reversals, break a structure, all of that. You need to know this in order to trade. If right now you're just guessing in the market, and we don't want you to guess because you're going to lose. IWM, right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. One piece of advice for you is this right here. You are in a bearish neutral state. You're going to find out what the hell. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I love you. I love the timing every time. You're going to learn that this gap up doesn't mean duty, all right, because the state of your stock is bearish neutral, and you're going to learn all about that, okay? Position 2 to the upside here on IWM. Let's pull it back to the downside a little bit here. Bam. Bam. All right, let's take a look. IWM to the moon. We got room up to right here, 252, 253 area. As we start trekking to the upside here, we got resistance right up there, my beautiful traders. Don't forget to finish off those roses if you can. Right up here into this resistance, 253. That's going to be a major resistance level, okay? You're going to reject off that level. Back under 246.70, you have room down to 245 and 244. Mark these levels down. You're going to learn all about the whip zone in the VIP. That is your whip zone right there. These are your resistance levels, and these are your major support levels. Mark them down, please. The Qs. All right, the Qs, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2. We're banging into that first level of resistance there. Don't be shocked if you see one of these. Whoop, to the downside. You may not. You got room up to 613 and 617. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Back under the whip zone of $600. This is a key support level here. 600 is huge. Under that with a retest, you're coming back down to 591.50 on the Qs. The SPY for Travis. We got you, my brother. My brother Travis. Yes. We are in a neutral state, bearish, position 2, just like everything else. You got room up to 682 and 686 here, Travis. Under 671, to get under that whole number, you know that as a VIPer. You got room down to 663, Travis, to the downside. MSTR, let's go, babies. Let's keep the train trucking. Let's keep the train going, my beauties. Double deuce. That's the double top right there, 171. Make sure you mark that level out here on MSTR. We got to go find some more support. Woo! Let's go to the hourly. Woo! Hold on. Woo! Let's go get some support, my beauties. Where the hell? Wow. Look at this. It's coming. There it is. Yes, it is. And that is how you mark out levels, my beautiful traders. That's how it's done. We are in a, very bearish neutral state. We are in position 2. Now everyone's like, how are your levels so perfect? That's why. We go digging. We got room up to 171. 171 and 176 to the upside. The only problem you have is the state of your stock currently, okay? Back under 160, under the whole number, you got room down to 155.50, 155.50, and then 142. Mark 'em. Let's go. Good morning, Fit Wakely. Yes, it is. Good job, Mr. Dave. I love you. AVGO. AVGO, we are in a narrow state currently on AVGO. We got room up to 346.71, 347 area on AVGO. and then 359 up here, okay? Back under the whip zone of 325, we have room down to 318 and 309 on AVGO. Let's go. Let's hammer those roses, my beauties. Let's hammer them things. Hammer, hammer. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate you. Yes, MU. Very good, Alex. Very good, my brother. We are in position 3 to the upside here on MU. Okay? We are way up there. Look, we're coming right into the golden goose. Look at that. Right where we want her. Right where we want her. Look at that. All right? We got room back down to the 50% level right here. 243. Above 243, you're looking for longs. Under 243, you're looking for shorts. It's that simple. Okay? Chad, thank you. Daniela Yulina. Shelly Stringer. Thank you, my Shelly. Meta and gold coming up. And then a little XRP. Everybody, let's put some XRP in the chat for our crypto kitties. XRP. We are in a neutral bearish state. We're in the whip zone currently here on Meta. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go on Meta. Above 656.44. We got room up to 662.50, 669.50, and 676 to the upside here on Meta. Mark them down. Okay. Back under the whip zone of 649.40. We got room down to 643 and 639. GLD and then coin coming up, Muck. GLD. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what they say about GLD, right? To the moon. And then they get the big pullback and they're like, oh my God. Voss, oh my God. Woo, 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 woo. All right, here we go on GLD. We are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone currently on GLD. All righty. Back over 399.70. Get over 400. 400 is a major resistance level. All right? Major. Look at the last time you tried to test 400. Whammo! 400 again. Whammo! 400 again. Woo! Then you'll have room up to 401 and 403 to the upside on GLD. Under 398.74. Whoop! You got room down to 394.50. That'll be your first stop. 392.50 and 391. Coin for Muck the Duck. Let's go. We got a little mucking and ducking to do in here. Everybody, Muck, duck. Muck the Duck. See, we got a duck. Woo! Woo! We're ducking. But don't muck it up. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral bearish state. We're in position 2 to the upside here, my beautiful traders. What? How's my singing, everybody? Any good? All right, right now we are in a bearish neutral state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 259 and 265 to the upside. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I appreciate you. Thank you. Under 243.63, we got room down to 241, 236, and 231. Mark these levels down, folks. I'm just telling you right now, mark them down. Netflix. Let's do it. Who here loves trading? Put me in the chat. Who here loves trading? Who loves this game? Who loves this game we call trading? Yes, we all love it, right? We love it. So if we love it so much, why don't we learn how to do it? Treat it with the respect that it deserves. Above $96 hold number, you have room up to $97 right in here. As we come up to this area right here, we got major resistance. 97 area here on Netflix above the whip zone of 95.72, okay? Under the whip zone of 94.46, we got room down to 93.34, $93 area here on Netflix, and then $92 area on Netflix. I love the VIP, says Gurpreet Bhujan. Thank you, Gurpreet. DW, are you in the VIP, DW? Are you in that VIP yet? You will be. I'm just curious if you are yet. Smiling Jay, and thank you so much. Oracle. How did you find us, Smiling Jay? YouTube? The tubes of the dubers? Right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. Yes, it is. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Oracle. I want to know you. Look at that beautiful. Look at those levels. You're coming, DW. Let's go, baby. Let's get in there. It'll clean up your trading issues a lot faster. You hate when they're trending and tight like that. There's a certain thing you have to look for when you zoom out for your levels. All right, we got room up to 184 here on Oracle. 184 will be your first stop on Oracle. And then 190, yes, it is, on Oracle to the upside. Under 177, you have room down to 174 and 172. Let's go. Adorable Dad, yes, we got one more rose gold. Who's got one more in them? Who's got one more in them? We are at 136,000. Let's get to 200, guys. If we work as a team, we can do this right now, okay? Let's hammer those likes. Over there on the YT, hammer those likes. Let's go, hammer them. Google. Teamwork makes the dream work. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 311 once you get narrow. 311 here on Google, okay? 311. Mark that down. Under 297.55, we have room down to 291 on Google. RKLB for John Wheat. All right, we are in a bearish neutral state. On RKLB, we're in position 2 to the upside on RKLB. Major resistance there. 56.50, we got the granddaddy of them all. We do not want to trade into the granddaddy of them all. How many of you have traded into the granddaddy of them all? Put me in the chat if you have traded into the granddaddy of them all at one time in your trading journey. Joe Mino, what's up, baby? Smiling Jay, we got you. When you traded into the granddaddy, how did it work out? What happened? Can you describe it? You got room up to 56.50, the granddaddy right there. You want to get over granddaddy with a retest up to 58.50 here on RKLB. Under 53.37, you got room down to 48.41 and $48 on RKLB. Smacked in the face, got wrecked. Yes, we don't trade into the granddaddy of them all. We are in a major bearish neutral state here on Tesla. We are in position 1. First stop, 481.50. 486 area here on a Tesla. I didn't give you another level above here because of the state of your stock. Under 466.85, you have room down to 458.50. 458.50 and 435. Good job, DW. DW, he is. Joffrey never traded before. Do you want to learn how to trade, Joffrey? Is this something you're really interested in and you want to learn? Uber. Beautiful. Uber Curly, right now we are in a bearish neutral state. We're in position 2, just like everything else here. Please don't chase these long. Please, I don't want you to lose, my beautiful traders. I don't want you to lose. All right, let me pull this back. Lenny Lee, what's up, Lenny? What's up, my Lenny Lee? Now we go back to the execution time frame. All right, we're going to pull this back on Uber. Candy comes in like a boss. Look at Candy. She comes in like a boss. Thank you, my Candy. Love you, honey pie. We got room up to $80.27 and then $81 here on Uber. $80.27, then $81 on Uber. Under $78.78, we got room down to $77.50. $77.50 on Uber. What's up, Lenny Lee? MU, you got it, Lenny Lee. All right, traders, I got a question here. Learning time. We are in a neutral state, a bearish one at that, and we got this gap all the way up here. How many traders woke up this morning and said, I'm trading MU. We're going to the moon. How many of you woke up and said that this morning? Who said that this morning? Thank you, Pop. Thank you, my Candy. Lighting fireworks. I like it. I like it, Candy. Thank you, sweetheart. About 92% of people. Well, I got news for you. All right? You're not going to the moon. Look for the pullback. That's your 50% area, 245, 243. If you stay above 243, you can look for your longs, okay? You're not going to the moon. Under 243, you're coming back for some shorts. At the open, do not chase this to the upside. For the love of God, please. All right? All right? Every day. Myvin, thank you, my Myvin. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Can we finish those roses off? Meta and Nvidia. All right, Meta, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently here on Meta. Above 656.44, we have room up to 662.50 and 669.50, okay? Back under the whip zone of 649.40, we have room down to 643 and 639. Nvidia, let's do it. Congratulations to Adriana, who caught a short on Nvidia yesterday. Woo! Congratulations to VIP member Adriana. We are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2. Nvidia's got room up to 179. 179 will be your first stop on Nvidia. Under 170.68, you have room down to 168.66 and 165. Yeah, in the VIP, this is the best way to describe it. You're going to win and you're going to lose, but your losses are going to be a lot smaller than your winners. Think about that for a second. Thank you, Candy. Papa, we got to hammer those roses. Who's going to finish these beauties off? Who's going to be the one? GLD. Niche, I got it for you, Niche. Don't you worry. Much love to you, Niche. GLD, we are in the whip zone. We are in a neutral state, Niche. Under 398.74. We got room down to 394.50. Mark that down. Back over $400, Niche. You got to get over 400. We don't trade into 400. We get over 400, Niche. Let me show you. Over 400. Retest 400. And then we go up to 401. You got to retest it, Niche. Don't trade into it. Don't chase it. You're not going to go anywhere. The poke through. You learn all about the poke through in the VIP. Joffrey, link in my YouTube bio. Go click it. Come become part of the VIP, and you're going to learn how to do this. The Qs. The Qs, we are in the bearish neutral state. You're in position 2. You got room up to 613 and 617 on the Qs. Watch the state of your stock, okay? Under $600, you have to get under the whole number, traders, on the Q. Do not trade into 600. Please do not trade into 600, all right? Retest it, and then once you're under it, you'll have room down to 590, 150. Do not short into 600. Can you promise me that? Let me go look for something here on the Qs for you. Let me see if I can find it. Boom, 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 boom. Do not short into 600. Whoa! 600. Whoa! Don't do it. All right? Don't do it. MU. Don't do it, please. I beg of you. All right, what are we doing? MU, yes, big gap up. Who asked for MU? Alma. What did you think about MU when you woke up this morning? Please tell me in the chat before I go over it. You saw MU, you saw this big gap up. What did you say to yourself? What did you say to you? Hello, Geopolis. Now I know what that name is. Geopolis, how are you? Hello. Geopolis, I can't answer that. I wish I could, but I can't. That's financial investment or tax advice, and we don't do that. Where'd they go? Shorts at open. That's not authentic. We know that. All right, MU, you're in major resistance area. Above this, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let the pullback occur. As long as you stay above 243, you can look for longs under 243 shorts. Don't chase it. Don't chase it. Please don't chase it. Okay, my beautiful traders, don't do it. We're almost done with those roses. We're almost done with those roses. Yes, the wizard went on a vacation. He said he just did too much wizardry, and he needed to take a break. So the wizard is on break. Yes, Geopolis, thank you. Too much wizardry. There were just too much of the wizardry in here. So he needed to take a break. GLD. But we never know who's going to show up next. Right? Did you guys, I'm going to do gold right now. Did you guys ever meet my pet lion? Yes, no, maybe so. Leroy's his name. Leroy, come here. He wants to be left alone. We're going to leave Leroy alone. Leroy's my lion. Above $400. Above 400 on GLD. Remember, just like 600, we're not going to short, okay? We're not going to go long into 400. Get over it, retest it. You'll have room up to 401 and 403 on GLD. Currently, you're in position 1 in a bullish neutral state, the opposite of everything else, and you have room down to 394.50. Yes, the lion came for steak yesterday. I did make him some filet mignons, by the way. I did make him some filet mignons. Yes, traders, who is looking to get into the VIP once and for all? Who's ready to learn how to trade the right way? Who's sick of losing? If you never traded before, you're going to learn from a person who knows what they're doing very, very well, okay? You are going to head over. I love this song. That is where you are going to go for the VIP. That is where you're going to go. The links are in the bio. We don't take the bait anymore, folks. Dad Bod, thank you so much. We gotta do some roll call. You ready for this? This is always fun. Let's do some roll call. Are we ready? Measy, Marcus, Andrew, user, Shelly, Stringer, Akira, Andrew the Believer, Mr. Dave, everyone W in the chat for Mr. Dave. K. Braden, JDM, Davion, yeah, Christina Zan, Zen Method, my boy, Mighty, Daniela, Yulina. Thank you, Miss Yulina. Powder, Mighty, Official KK, Will the Thrill, Bob. We always need a Bill and a Bob right under each other. I love it. Where have you gone, Bills and Bobs? We need more of them. Jewel Swims, JL Haba, Mike V, Pop Pop, there he is, Jessica Piloch, the Facial Blaster. We love that Facial Blaster. Whisper, Smiling J, Christina Zon, Adorable, Palo, Three Bez, Midwest, thank you so much. The Trucking Chef, I love it. I love the Trucking Chef. I love it. Michelle, Chad, Myvin, thank you so much. Life Wonders, Candy, yes. Just hit my wrist, Candy, for that one. That hurt like hell. Marcus, thank you so much. Different breed. I like different breed. I like that. Thank you so much for all the donations, everybody. Are we ready for Miss Market? Who's ready today for Miss Market? Remember, we are in a bearish neutral state. At the open, this 20 will start making its way up. Once you get narrow, it's game on. You got room up to 682. Remember that. Under the whip zone of 671, you got room down to 663. Remember, as always, folks, this is not, thank you, Travis, love you. This is not financial investment or tax advice. Erwin Johnson, good to see you. This is for education purposes only. We're here because we want you to learn how to do this. We want you to win. We want you to succeed. That's why we're here. That's why we're here every single day. So if this is your first time, hit that follow button. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, everyone. VIP chat, we'll see you in 4 minutes. We'll see you in the VIP. Love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Please enjoy. Make the world a better place. And give someone a hug today. We're almost at 200,000. We're 5,000 away. Go!